The liberals are so stupid the way that they handle Trump.
Former President Obama called out Kimmel's show being pulled off the air, and he writes, quote, after years of complaining about cancel culture.
I can't believe these are honestly going to be our two choices, because I really try to, with each thing, to try to be figure out who I'm going to, but I mean, it's got to be, I want somebody in their 40s, somebody that's going to have to live with their decisions. I don't want
Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk, and Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person.
Well, folks, that's what happened when Bill Burr, human rage tornado and equal opportunity offender, walked onto Jimmy Kimmel Live and decided to detonate every smug liberal talking point like it was a crate of ACME dynamite. Yeah, Trump, a narcissist, liberals, enablers, Kimmel, sweating like he just sat on a truth bomb. Grab your popcorn, your pitchforks, and your patriotism, because today we're talking about how Bill Burr broke the script, called out his own side, and accidentally exposed why America keeps getting stuck with the same clowns in a two-party circus.
The liberals are so stupid the way that they handle Trump.
What do you mean?
You should shut up. He's a narcissist. Neutral energy.
Yeah.
Neutral.
You think he'd go away?
You know what I think he was? I think he was a one-hit wonder. Right? He wrote The Twist. And then that was it. He was on the casino circuit, and then you idiot liberals wrote him Twist again when you indicted him. And now he's a martyr. And now he's coming back, Jimmy.
The peppermint twist
is
back.
Coming back.
All right, let's talk about the world's worst political strategy since, well, anything involving a Kanye endorsement. Bill Burr, in all his bald Bostonian glory, drops a truth bomb right out the gate. Trump is a narcissist, we get it, but stop feeding the guy. And he's right. Look, if Trump is a narcissist, which, let's be honest, is like saying water is wet, then the worst thing you can do is give him attention. So what did the left do? They handed him a 24/7 national spotlight, threw in some dramatic violin music, and called it journalism. Burr nails it with his one-hit wonder analogy. Trump was fading, like Gangnam Style in 2014. People were moving on, scrolling past his rants, unsubscribing from the madness. But then, boom, indictments, scandals, non-stop panel debates. Suddenly he's back, baby, rebranded, repackaged. It's like the left accidentally rebooted the franchise and made it profitable. The media said we must stop Trump at all costs. But those costs included airtime, ad revenue, and clickbait headlines that kept him trending harder than Billie Eilish's haircut. What's the old saying? Don't feed the trolls. Yeah, well, liberals built Trump a 5-star buffet, complete with a gold-plated microphone and a complimentary CNN producer. And here's the kicker. They acted shocked when it didn't work. How could this backfire? We only dedicated our entire news cycle to a guy we claim to hate. I don't know, Susan. Maybe because if you throw gasoline on a dumpster fire, it doesn't go out. It becomes a tourist attraction. Bill Burr didn't even need a punchline here. The punchline is reality. The left wanted to cancel Trump. Instead, they syndicated him. They turned him into the Rolling Stones of political scandals. Old, chaotic, slightly offensive, but somehow still selling out stadiums.
I can't believe these are honestly going to be our two choices, because I really try to, with each thing, to try to be figure out who I'm going to, but I mean, it's got to be, I want somebody in their 40s, somebody that's going to have to live with their decisions. I don't want with any luck, they'll both die of natural causes before the election. And maybe you could get somebody that still has something to live for.
Wow.
All right, before the blue check mob grabs their pitchforks and starts shrieking, Bill Burr's a closet Trumper. Let's clear the air. He's not. Burr isn't voting in secret MAGA rallies. He's not putting up lawn signs, and he sure as hell isn't crafting QAnon fan fiction. The man is about as MAGA as Greta Thunberg at a Texas oil convention. He's actually pretty left-leaning, progressive even, anti-racism, pro-women, skeptical of authority, the stuff the left used to care about before they got addicted to hashtags and outrage. But here's the twist that made liberal heads explode like an overcooked kale burger. Even from the left, Burr can admit the truth, and that makes him dangerous. He's not defending Trump, he's criticizing the circus around Trump, and the ringmasters, the Democrats, the media, the late-night TV hacks with their $30 million salaries and zero jokes. He basically says, hey, I'm on your team, but you guys are playing like morons. And suddenly, he's the villain, because apparently in 2025, telling your own side to stop acting like children is considered treason. Let's be real, Burr just pointed out the biggest cultural irony of the decade. Every time Trump did something outrageous, whether it was suggesting bleach as a wellness shot or dry humping the Constitution, the left freaked out so hard it gave him a power boost. They turned every scandal into a Red Bull for his base. Every breaking news, Kyron, just another free commercial for the Trump show. You'd think after 6 years of playing this game, the left would have learned, but nope. They doubled down, then tripled down. Pretty soon, CNN was just a Trump fan cam with sad music. Bill Burr is just standing there, watching the train wreck, going, "You people are doing his job for him. Are you trying to lose?" It's not that Burr loves Trump, he doesn't even like him, he just hates stupidity and watching liberals scream at Trump like he's Voldemort while accidentally funding his next campaign. That's primetime idiocy. In fact, Burr calling this out should be considered patriotism, because nothing says "I love my country" like telling your own team to shut up when they're losing the plot. But of course, today's politics isn't about fixing things, it's about pretending you're the main character in a morality play written by Twitter. And Bill Burr, he walked on set, read the script once and threw it in the trash. Jimmy Kimmel invited Bill Burr onto his show, thinking he was getting 10 minutes of safe, liberal-approved Trump jokes and a little claptrap catharsis. Instead, he got a verbal pipe bomb. Burr came in hot, unscripted, and fully allergic to the late-night echo chamber. No cue cards, no polished zingers, just raw, inconvenient truth aimed squarely at the smug circle Kimmel thought was sacred ground. And the best part, you could see the panic on Kimmel's face. He wanted outrage at Trump. He got Burr calling out his own side for being incompetent enablers. He wanted monologue unity. He got chaos in a hoodie. Kimmel starts squirming. His smile tightens. He's glancing off stage like, can we cut to commercial or maybe just fake a fire drill? Because here's the dirty secret, late night comedy stopped being comedy years ago. It turned into a polite lecture series for rich people who think laughing at Florida headlines counts as activism. And Burr, he just lit a match in the middle of it. He didn't play the role. He didn't follow the script. He walked onto the set of the Resistance's favorite talk show and basically said, "You guys are the problem too." And that's why it hit harder than anything Kimmel's team has written in 5 years.
Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great gentleman known as Charlie Kirk. And Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
And right on cue, here comes Barack Obama, strolling back into the conversation like he just discovered fire. We've got to push back against cancel culture, he says, now in 2025, as if the past 8 years were just a long nap and he's finally catching up. Oh, now it's a problem. Where was this bold stand for free speech back when his own side was out here canceling people for breathing incorrectly on Twitter? Let's be honest, Obama didn't suddenly develop a moral issue with cancel culture. He developed a PR issue. It's not a principled stance, it's a strategic pivot. Now that the shrapnel is hitting blue zip codes too, suddenly it's time for national unity and freedom of expression. Translation, our side is starting to lose cultural ground. Time to pretend we care about fairness. Burr called this kind of hypocrisy years ago, and now it's playing out exactly as expected. When the cancel mob came for conservatives, silence. When it came for comedians, shrugs. When it came for the left's favorite media darlings, now it's a national crisis. Obama's new stance is about as sincere as a campaign promise in an election year. Too little, too late, and exactly what Bill Burr's been mocking all along.
Former President Obama called out Kimmel's show being pulled off the air, and he writes, quote, "After years of complaining about cancel culture, the current administration has taken it to a new and dangerous level by routinely threatening regulatory action against media companies unless they muzzle or fire reporters and commentators it doesn't like." And of course, again, Kimmel has not been fired, but he is no longer on air at this time.
So what do you think? Was Jimmy Kimmel's exit just a business decision, or did ABC prove Bill Burr's point that when you play partisan games, you eventually lose the room? Was this a necessary course correction, or just another sign that the media can't handle voices that break the script? even when they're on their own side. I want to hear your take. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you got something out of this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe, because next time we're diving even deeper. And trust me, we're not pulling punches. And if there's a story, a scandal, or a political absurdity you think deserves a proper takedown, let me know. Your suggestion might just be the next target. Thanks for watching, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.